Hey guys, it's Smurfs. Welcome back to my channel where I review horror books with a supernatural focus. In today's video, we will be doing an Abominable unboxing, which is going to be really fun because you know these are my most favorite things to do. So we'll be doing that, and I didn't have a video last week because just some really intense personal stuff happened. And I was in a really dark place and I was having to deal with that. Things are a little better now, but I don't really want to dwell on that today. And I'm just happy to be able to make another video for you guys and for me because you know that this makes me happy. Before we jump into the video, please like and comment down below. I know I haven't been answering my comments lately and I'm really sorry. It's just I've had a lot of it's just been rough, okay? So I'm going to be getting back to those. I do read them and I do see them. I just haven't had the chance to like comment or anything. So I'm sorry about that. But like and comment down below. Let me know what you think about this box. And if you would like to subscribe, that would be awesome. Check it out. We have a new color, purple. Last month was pink for the beverages. I see the treats and of course our used book. So as you know, I always like to start with the drinks and ease our way in there. And it looks like it's not open. Wow, today's supposed to be my lucky day. Usually Customs wants to go through everything and I'm really surprised they actually don't open the used book. I'm so surprised about that. So we have our Lion's Gojo coffee bag, a Cadbury instant hot coffee, and a Nescafe unsweetened cappuccino. And we have two Puka teas, Earl Grey, elegant Earl Grey, excuse me, and the nighttime berry. I love nighttime teas, so this is pretty nice. Cottage Crunch biscuits by Farmhouse Biscuits. The packaging is really cute. It is a little crumbled, but I don't really care. I know the journey it has to take. This looks really good. Let's give it a taste. It looks like it might be like caramel-like. Very crumbly, very crispy. Smells like butter and peanuts, maybe? It's like butter and peanuts and it's nice and sweet, crunchy. Yum. Okay. I think I see something in here very special. The Abominable Book Club reached out to me to tell me that I had won the Accursed Library badge. And I was so excited and just so touched, you know. I've been with them for a really long time. And like the way I found out about Abominable was through a commenter. They were like, oh, you should try Abominable. I didn't know it was going to turn into like 4 years of subscriptions, you know, like no idea how much joy and just fun and also good reads that this subscription would bring me. So I think I see the pin here and it looks so good, you guys. And it says Accursed Librarian, which means now I can wear this like all the time, basically. So I definitely want to wear it for this unboxing. This is so awesome. This is just so nice. I told Gavin that I wanted to come to Wales and to do like a mini documentary, you know, like just see their process and interview them and just talk to them about books and like maybe they can show us, you know, like bookstores and haunted castles and we could just check things out there because I think that they definitely need some more exposure. They're such a great company and I would just I would just love to see behind the scenes, you know, just see how they figure everything out and stuff. So hopefully I can do that at some point. If things go well with how I'm hoping things will go, I will be able to have time for that. And Wales is not really that far away, so I think it would be just like a perfect fall thing to do. Love to do that this year. Let's see what happens. Okay, so back to the box. I see another pin, and it's a Ouija board pin, but this one's really special. This one has more of a celestial theme to it. So we have the sun and the moon, we have Saturn and stars, and it says yes or no. And it's also this really pretty copper color. This is beautiful. And also the card itself is a little Ouija board. How cool is that? There is a little decoration here in this oval. It looks like teeth, and maybe the sun is an eye. Could be. And this is also by Abracadaver, who usually does their pins. This is so cool. So here's the use book. As you know, I like to do this last because it is exciting, because it is a surprise, and I always like surprises. So we'll do this last. If you don't know what Abominable Book Club is, they are a horror subscription service. Sometimes they have some mystery novels in there, but what they send you is a new book, a used release, and then something else. It could be a magazine, an ebook, a whole nother book, just depending. This is the full guts box, so you get the treats and the drinks, the pin, and the bookmarks, but you can also get a pared down version, which is just the books. I see a book on top, but I'm gonna look for the bookmarks first. And we have one called The Stuff. Are you eating it, or is it eating you? I feel like there was a movie called The Blob. Maybe it's kind of a riff on that. That's kind of funny. And I think this one is the premium bookmark. And then we have our Abominable bookmark, which has a scan for the QR code here that will show us our spoiler card. And in the back, there is always a microfiction. So let's go ahead and read this and see what this story is about. Come on, Damien, let's get your shoes on. Okay, Mom, Damien said, stomping his way down the stairs. I can't wait for school today. Oh, really? His mum looped the laces and pulled them tight. Exciting day? Yes, we've been learning about life cycles, and Miss Thatcher said our chrysalis is hatching today. At school, Damien waved his mother off and walked through the gates. Damien and his classmates waited in the Year 2 science room, sharing hushed whispers and excited chatter. Eventually, Miss Thatcher emerged from the side room, clutching a clump of brown goop in her hands. Quickly, children, you're just in time! Damien's eyes lit up, and he joined the other children, hurrying behind their teacher. The side room was kept humid and steamy, and in the center, dangling from the ceiling, was the enormous brown chrysalis. Miss Thatcher and her teaching assistant began ripping off pieces of the shell, which came away in fleshy, sticky lumps, hitting the tiled floor with a splat. Here he is, Miss Thatcher said, stepping backwards. The children gasped as a giant, leathery wing unfurled from within, followed by a hideous head shivering with newborn wetness. It let out a piercing wail, and the children responded in unison.
Good morning, Mr. Janicat.
Okay, let's check out the books. On the top here is Girls of Little Hope by Sam Beck-Bessinger and Dale Halvorsen. Ooh, and the cover is even embossed. Such a rare thing. That's special. 3 girls went into the woods. Only 2 came back, covered in blood and with no memory of what happened. Being 15 is tough. Tougher when you live in a boring-ass small town like Little Hope, California. Population 8,302 in 1996. Donna, Ray, and Kat keep each other sane, the fervor of teen girl friendships, zine making, and some amateur sleuthing into the town's most enduring mysteries. A lost gold mine, and why little Ronnie Gaskins burned his parents alive a decade ago. Their hunt will lead them to a hidden cave, from which only 2 of them return alive. Donna, the troublemaker, can't remember anything. Ray seems to be trying to escape her memories of what happened, while her closed-minded religious family presses her for more answers. And Kat, sweet, wannabe writer Kat, who rebelled against her mom's beauty pageant dreams by getting fat, she's missing, dead, or terribly traumatized, out there in the woods, alone. As the police circle and Kat's frantic mother, Mary Beth, starts doing some investigating of her own, Ray and Donna will have to return to the cave, where they discover a secret so shattering that no one who encounters it will ever be the same. Yes, this is so cool. I really love this setup. It sounds really interesting. Ooh, and then we have some signed book plates. I guess, oh, okay, cool. So it's Sam and Verity M. Holloway, which is our next book. This one is called The Others of Edenwell by Verity M. Holloway. Deliciously spooky. I'll be the judge of that. Let's see what it's about. Norfolk, 1917. Unable to join the army due to a heart condition, Freddie lives and works with his father in the grounds of the Edenwell Hydropathic, a wellness retreat in the Norfolk Breaks, preferring the company of birds who talk to him as one of their own, over the eccentric characters who live in the spa. Bathing in its healing waters, Freddie overhears their premonitions of murder. Eustace Moncrief is a troublemaker, desperate to go to war and leave behind his wealthy family. Shipped to Edenwell by his mother to keep him safe from the horrors of the trenches, he strikes up a friendship with Freddie at the behest of Dr. Chalice, the American owner of the hydropathic. As the two friends grow closer and grapple with their demons, they discover a body and something terrifying stalking the woods. The dark halls of the spa are breached, haunted by the woodland beast, and the boys soon realize that they may be the only thing standing between this monster and the whole of Edenwell. Sounds really interesting. It reminds me a little bit of that movie. I can't remember. I'm gonna put it somewhere on screen. So this is a movie that I was talking about. I really personally like this movie a lot. And it's kind of giving me those vibes. So yeah, this sounds really cool. This is kind of like, I don't know if this is necessarily like a spooky book, but it still has like a really tremendously intriguing mystery. So I'm all about it. Very excited. Very excited. Okay, so let's open up the used book before we get into the spoiler card. It is a small paperback. I'm not gonna make a guess this time. I think I just want to be surprised. So, let's see. Sean Hudson. Victims. I love the cover. This looks like this one was printed in originally 1987, but this is a 1994 copy. And it's also embossed. Has a really cool artwork on there. A one-eyed patient wrapped in gauze. There's an interesting quote here in the beginning of the book by Aldous Huxley, and it says, "It takes two to make a murder. There are born victims, born to have their throats cut, as the cutthroats are born to be hanged. You can see it in their faces." Some people are born to be murder victims. Fact, not fiction. Frank Miller, a special effects man for countless horror films, knew that. Blinded in a bizarre accident, but then given the transplanted eyes of a murderer, Miller finds he can spot potential victims. However, in their search for a maniacal killer, the police ignore Miller's help. As the body count rises, they are forced to work with him, as Miller himself finally becomes a target for the slaughterer. Will he stop the carnage or become part of it? There's a lot of stories like this that sort of riff off of this trope, you know, like if you get a transplant of an arm or an organ of some sort, it has its own like kind of like identity a little bit, and it kind of starts trying to take over, or it sort of shifts something onto you. Do we consider like something like this to be sort of supernatural? Because it's like, you know, how else would he have this ability? You know, it's not natural. It's not exactly scientific. It kind of is a supernatural thriller, I guess. So let's go ahead and see if there's anything on the spoiler card that we should know about. And it says July. And this is so cool because this is my birthday box, I guess, July. And I got my Accursed Library pin and two really cool books that I definitely want to read. I'm not sure about the victims ones. That's not really my thing. But and then a Ouija board pin, which is so one of my favorite themes. So I'm really happy. So the microfiction was called Mr. Janicott. And it says here that the Ouija board pin or planchette deluxe pin badge also glows in the dark. Ooh, we'll have to test that out. And yeah, that's about it. So I think my favorite thing in the box obviously is my accursed pin, but because that's not really part of the subscription, my favorite thing is going to be, I think this, The Girls of Little Hope. I'm just really intrigued with this. This sounds like a great beach read, you know, to be a really great end of summer type read. And the paper smells really good too. And of course the planchette pin is really cool, but So that's the July box. I hope that you enjoyed this unboxing. I really hope that you're having a great summer, and don't forget that every day is a new day, and everything one step at a time. Other than that, please take care of yourselves. Please look out for each other, and I will talk to you next time.